Now, the contrast between a really strong ecosystem and one that's really growing or maybe hasn't taken off yet is not the individual elements, but it's the connections across the ecosystem. Does somebody in venture capital know a number of different startups? Have startups been through this before? Do they have connections to corporations who could help them out? Is the government actively helping out, and are they connecting them with capital? And I think if we look back about 10 years ago in the Twin Cities, what we had is individually strong elements to that ecosystem. A strong, but maybe more inwardly focused university, corporations that were also strong and growing, but not necessarily focused as much on the community, entrepreneurs in many cases who would go outside of the Twin Cities to start a business, not believing that the support was there inside. What's happened over the last 6 to 7 years has been an extensive crossover across that ecosystem and a building up of connections. We've brought a number of accelerator programs to Minnesota. Techstars is probably one of the most well-known. Generator focuses on the Midwest and on small concierge type work. From the Techstars and Generator grouping, they've added some additional levels of accelerators. So Generator, for example, includes the G Alpha, which is, I have an idea, but nothing more. The G Beta, I've got a business idea, but I don't know how to pitch it yet. And the Generator Flagship Program, which is, I'm ready to launch, I'm looking for investors, and I've got a product. I need the tools to be able to scale my business. So having that across the ecosystem means that the path from idea to improving it to a launch phase is a lot simpler and a lot faster. And the support is there in a way that it wasn't 6 to 7 years ago. Minnesota, in particular the Twin Cities and Greater Minnesota, has a strength of clusters where people work in retail, in healthcare, insurance, in logistics, just even to a start, and people move between those. Medical devices is another very strong cluster. What happens when you move between those clusters is you get a lot of ideas moving from retail to medical device to healthcare to insurance, and the overall region becomes stronger.